Hello and good evening. My name is John. We're here playing Deathmark. But I think the full name is Spirit Hunter Deathmark. It's part of my Steam cleaning series. I go through every game of my Steam library, eventually, then arbitrarily rate and or review them to a bit of playtime. Now, I don't quite know what this game is. I picked the games out at random. This was in a bundle recently, so I paid just a couple bucks for it. Is it worth a couple bucks? I don't know. We're going to hit enter here on new game and find out together, you and I. We're a team. Stick with me, teammate. Hey, want to hit up the karaoke place? The new Love and Hero song is out. I'm not feeling up to it today. This story creeped me out earlier. Do you want to hear it? Oh, sure. You remember Miss Yamaguchi? She wears those big glasses? I heard she's gone missing. What? No one knows where she is? Nope, she just disappeared. Just up and poof from the library. One of the student librarians said she was researching something there. Then she vanished. But she's super diligent, right? One of the students thought it was weird that she'd up and leave like that. So, I don't want to be too negative right out of the gate here, but this game should really tell you there's two different speakers because I'm unsure when they're changing. Just saying. So he checked in on her. But when he did... Gah! The only thing left was her arm. It had a really weird scar on it, so it was definitely her arm. A scar? Yeah, it looked like a dog bite. That does not look like a dog. Okay. All right, hold on. Hold on. It's got to be rotated 90 degrees because if a dog was to bite, it would have to go vertical. It would go like this, not like it'd be harder to grab. Like it's not impossible, is what I'm saying. I'm just saying that's not a good spot for it. That's all I'm saying. She showed it to me once. She had no idea where it came from. Well, then it wasn't a dog bite. For reals? There was a scar like that on Mikai's leg too. Huh? Mikai, wait, that's the girl who went missing yesterday. That's crazy. Maybe that rumor is true. The one about the cursed scar. Cut it out! You're scaring me! End of prologue. Hey girls, you want to see a scar? I hear... snatches? That's not right. I hear snatches of an idiotic ghost story. When they're speaking seriously, but it's obvious they don't believe a word. They're only killing time. Rumors are the best way to do that. The sun's about to set. It's gotten later than I planned. I shouldn't have stuck around to hear that story. I better hurry. That story was like 30 seconds. Also, you're a creeper if you've been watching this, girls. Dot, dot, dot. Thunder rumbles in the distance. It's a big school. Oh, it's a mansion. Oh, it's an ugly mansion. A huge mansion is in front of me. Strange, I'm sure I was just... My vision blurs, my ears are buzzing. Ugh, my head's swimming. It's almost like I'm drunk. What time is it? Clock is clearly up there, you can just look up. I glance at my wrist, but my watch is gone. Did I put it in my coat pocket? But my coat is gone! All I find is a business card. But my business is gone! In elegant printed letters is the name. Saya Kuju... I'm gonna say it wrong, I'm sorry. Kauju Spirit Healer. On the back is a photo of the mansion. I guess this must be the Kuju mansion then? Kuju Mansion, Saya Kuju. Those names sound familiar somehow. It's like they gave me a business card and told me to come here. On the way to, one way to find out. Taking a deep breath, I reached out to knock. I stop when I see something on my wrist. It's my watch. It's a strange scar. When did that? I could just be imagining this, but I feel icy chill when I look at it. Hello, child. My fist pounds on the door. No reply. Yeah. A light appears on the second floor window. It's probably too far from the door for them to hear me knocking. Oh, you gonna read this scary story with me? Yeah? I grasp the doorknob and find it unlocked. No point in staying outside. I'll just go in. I'll apologize to the owner later. Yeah? Yeah. The inside is shrouded in darkness. A small beam of light from the window is the only way I can see anything. This is exactly the same foyer as the Resident Evil house. It's dead silent except for the constant ticking of a clock secondhand. I must be in the entrance hall because I just entered the house. The atrium extends to the second floor. Anyone home? There's no reply to my shout. I should have used exclamation point if I was shouting. Maybe they're soundproofs this place so they can't hear me down here. I guess I need to go upstairs then. A staircase is just visible up ahead. I walk towards it, cutting across the hall. Is this our story time for tonight? Is counting? My ears catch a strange noise. I turn to look where it's coming from. Someone's there, enveloped by the dark. I think they're staring at me. I got a choice. Should I ignore them? Should I talk to them? Should I approach them? Approach them? Okay, approach them. Gulping, I hesitantly make my way over. Trepidation slowing my steps. Do you know what trepidation means? You want to go back down on the ground? It's a young girl. She doesn't move an inch as I approach. It's a doll. It's a doll. It's a doll. It's always a doll. At least it seems that way to me. It doesn't look like she's even breathing. Because it's a doll. A corpse. Great, I creep myself out as I start to sweat. What should I do? Touch her, it's a doll. With a shaky hand, I slowly reach out and touch her skin. I'm not sure what to expect, but it feels unnatural somehow. Like a porcelain doll. Stiff and cold. I press down her arm and she makes the strange sound I heard earlier. Ah, now it makes sense. She's a doll. No one could have seen this coming. It was a doll all along. Oh, you're punching your daddy. Here, take this child.
Take it out.
A doll's possessive. It should be the doll's. The doll's joints creaked when they're moved. That's what made the noise. What a relief, if disappointing. What do you mean disappointed? You wanted to be a creepy corpse? A long pause. Long waited pause. I carefully begin climbing the stairs, making sure not to trip. A good detail. As I reach the landing, the sharp sound of the bell breaks the silence. It seems to be coming from above me. It's the clock. This person is painfully unaware. There's no hands on this clock. Looking up, I spy the outline of a clock. I bet that's what's making the sound. I'm a detective. Approach it. The noise guides me over. It's an antique grandfather clock. The noise is definitely coming from here. I reach towards the glass to check inside. All of a sudden it stops chiming. Silence descends, broken only by ticking. I guess it's fixed now, but that timing was a little too spot on. Was it really coincidence? No. All these strange occurrences make me uneasy, but I continue to the room with the light. Stopping from the door, I knock. But again, there's no reply. I try again several times, even calling out, but there's still no answer. I push on the door. It's dark inside. Strange. I definitely saw lights on here when I was outside. What's this mess in the middle of the floor? Wafted through the room is an odd smell. It's sugary, like ripe fruit. The whole room is permeated with it. Some kind of aromatherapy, maybe? It's not particularly pleasant. Not a particularly pleasant smell, though. The aroma draws me further into the room. The floor under my feet feels off. It's wet. Gross. It dawns on me that I'm smelling something else mixed in with a sweet smell. I know the scent, the metallic tang. It's blood. Lightning flashes! And I catch a glimpse of something. The startling, grotesque object stretches out across the floor beneath my feet. Something strange is there. Stare at it! It's so bizarre that I can't stop staring. She got flower-fied! Blooming flowers are everywhere. That's pretty gross, actually. They're bursting out of the woman's stomach, her blood-soaked body overwhelmed with them. I wrench my gaze away, horrified. But the hellish image is burned into my mind. I can feel my entire body shaking. Bile rises. I'm going to throw up. Ghost girl! Ghost girl! And the body's gone. The lights are on. The next instant, the lights are on. Wait, that's not all. The body's gone, leaving only a stain. This doesn't make sense. It's a bad dream, at least. I'd really much prefer if it was, but the faint smell of that remains, and the bloodstain crushed any hope of that I had of that. I beat a retreat from the room in an effort to escape the whole bizarre situation. Oh, all the lights are on. When I settle back into the hall, the lights are on in here as well. And the candles are lit. So the candles being lit is the weird part. I decided to have a little look around. All the furnishings here are old enough to be antiquities. They match the old furniture, old-fashioned mansion. A large doll sits on the couch. This must be the figure I saw in the dark. Yes, we approached it and touched it. One would easily mistake this for a human if they couldn't see the ball joints. Can't say ball joints. Probably belongs to the owner of the mansion. No, just a wandering doll salesman dropped it off. So what do I do now? Contact the police? Your stomach was full of flowers, sir, and the corpse up and vanished like a fog. I can't even believe that. I mean, maybe they would. Welcome to Kujo Mansion, the doll said. The doll moved. It spoke. A different kind of shudder runs through me than the one that I found the corpse. Up until this point, I was nothing more than an observer to all these freakish events. I could distance myself from it, but now, a doll is talking to me. Have I startled you? If so, I sincerely apologize. My master ordered me to behave as a normal doll until told otherwise. Their words are elegant and refined, but her face never moves an inch. She may look human, but she clearly isn't. She slowly folds her hands together. She can move too. I'm sorry for not introducing myself. I am called Mary. You have likely seen a number of oddities here already. I see... I believe they meant to say, you see. My master, Saya Kujo, was unable to escape from the mark then. Maybe I see. I don't know, maybe you guys see works. Saya Kujo? Does she mean that corpse? But wait, what's this about a mark? Lady Saya was searching for a way to escape the mark. Were you not also called here by her because of the mark on your arm? My arm! You must be talking about this weird scar. Did Saya Kujo invite me to this mansion? When I try to remember, my head hurts. I have something to tell you in place of my late master, but I would like to ask you one thing first. Do you know your own name? Well, that was a much simpler question than I've been expecting. It's enter box. Let me enter a name. Oh no. Oh no, I can't remember my name. I break out into a sweat. My throat is drying up. It's Joseph. No, Timmy. Why can't I answer? I'm shocked to find him coming with a blank. I see. Then it is as I thought. Somehow Mary knows what's going on with me. Before I offer an explanation, please decide on a temporary name. Things will go much easier if I have a name to which to call you. It's also likely you will find it hard to remain calm if you are nameless. Put in a name. She's probably right. Better have a placeholder name that continues life as a... Better have some placeholder name than continue life as a hollow, nameless being. Okay. Can I enter a name? Please enter the protagonist's last name. Oh, can I? How do I undo? Oh, I can't type it. That's weird. C L E A. No. N. Clean. I N G. Last name. Select. No. Delete. Confirm. First name. S E E A M. Steam cleaning, okay? Yes. Oh my goodness. I gotta pick how I look. That's it? Glasses and beard. Beard. Glasses, none. It cannot be changed later. You cannot take your glasses off later. I'm steam cleaning. Why would you pick a last name? Like if I had made, if like someone's like, oh, I have need to know my name, I would pick a last name also. That's weird. Understood. Lord cleaning. Okay. Now I'll explain to you about the mark. The mark. It is a seal of death. Death mark. Those who have it will soon die. You do not believe me? I am certain this sounds absurd to the one who has led an uneventful life. However, my master's death proves it to be irrefutably true. Yes, I know. The corpse's sweet stench comes back to me. That didn't seem like the work of humans. I'm afraid that the horror of the mark does not stop there. Victims slowly lose their memories until the day they die. They face death all while suffering from the terror of losing oneself. Memory loss? That can't be. That mean that I'm... Yes. The fact that you have forgotten your name proves that death is coming. Lord cleaning, you... Boop. Will die this very dawn. Achievement unlock. Late title card. Death mark. My memory skipped forward a bit after that. I just remember being completely stunned at what Mary revealed to me. I can probably attribute it to memory loss caused by the mark. The next thing I know, the mark is gone. The blood is gone, I should say. I'm lying in the guest room in the mansion. Oh, guest room. I vaguely recall dragging myself up the stairs and coming here. I must have fallen asleep at some point, and thanks to that, I feel a lot better. I fell asleep. I'll die at dawn. I just slept away 3 hours of my remaining life. Who puts this painting on the wall here? This is just a frame around the backdrop of the wallpaper. This is an empty frame. Oh my God. Try saying it out loud. It's definitely shocking, but I can't say it feels real yet. Doesn't make sense. Way out of the blue. But if that's true, is waiting for my untimely death the only thing I can do? No. We must play a video game. It might be a good idea to ask Mary more about it. Where's Mary? There she is. I find Mary sitting in the exact same spot as before. She hasn't moved an inch. I doubt a doll gets bored waiting like humans do. Good morning, Lord Cleaning. Are you feeling better now? Yes. That is good to hear. As it appears that you have calmed down, I would like to ask you a question. What will you do now? I can guide you down only two paths. The first is to wait for death. Second is to fight the mark. Can you help me? That's what you wish, yes. My master was researching the mark. A few days prior to her death, she found a way to escape it. Regretfully, she passed away before she was able to inform me. So she doesn't know anything after all. There is some time yet before dawn. You have a slim chance. Salvation is a thin thread dangling from heaven. Would you like to grab a hold of it? And shall I do my utmost? And I shall do my utmost to help. What will you do? Can I actually choose wait for death? I guess it was down when I trusted her. If she's right about all this, my time on Earth is up at dawn. If I don't want to die, then there's no other choice but to resist the mark until then. If she's lying, I'll be fine when morning comes, but am I really alright with that? You're being killed in nonsense, grotesque ways. Am I going to turn a blind eye to it? It's a weird music cue. This is a life or death decision. I need to think about it carefully. Live or die. Cake or death. Deadly choice. You'll be faced with choices that can result in death. There is limited time and your soul power will continue to... What is soul power? And your soul power will continue to drain. Time's up or wrong answer results in game over. So quickly be careful and find out the right answer. Restoring solar power. Completing deadly choice will restore some soul power. Accelerated dialogue. Dialogue is skipped up pressing Q, but certain dialogue cannot be sped up. Backlog. Previous dialogue. Auto mode. Auto mode. Hide in a dialogue window. X. Then I shall ask you, will you quietly wait for death or struggle against the mark? I clicked it as fast as I could. Safe. Survived. I've decided to trust you. As you say, Lord Cleaning, then I shall carry out the dying wish of my master and aid you. I cannot do much, but feel free to request anything you wish of me. So anything, but not much. I made up my mind, but that doesn't mean I know what I should do. I know squat about the supernatural, and losing my memory makes research impossible. I don't have a moment to lose. Hello? A knock comes from the front door. Who would come here this late at night? Oh my, what a sign of fate. It seems that the other mark bearers have arrived. Is it instinct that she knows these things? Maybe she has some kind of mysterious power being a talking doll and all. I beg your pardon, Lark Leading. Pardon. I do apologize, but you go greet our guests in my stead? They may experience a shock if a doll such as myself welcomes them. Moreover, while I'm able to move my arms, I'm unable to walk. It's a weird conundrum. I move to the front door and greet our guests. People fated to die like me. I wonder what they're like. There are 9 of them, and there's 9 doors, and we have 9 hours. Who would I find at the door and not what I expect to see this late at night? A high schooler? A small boy, so a grade schooler. These kids have the mark? No way. We came to see Professor Cujo? Who are you? I can't say I'm a total stranger since I'm here in the mansion. I'm... her disciple. Oh, okay. She's got so much spiritual power. It's no surprise she'd have disciples. She seems to know Sayu Koju. Now that I think about it, that business card did say spirit healer. Going off this girl's accessories, I get the feeling she's a huge occult fan. I'm Mo Watanabe. I'm here to talk to her about this article she wrote in Oops Art Monthly. She pulls out a cult magazine off her bag. Inside is a picture of the mark. The accompanying article says the scar is a soul-inhibiting disease that erases memories. Inquire at Cujo Mansion. This is the same scar, right? Mo lifts her skirt up a bit. Whoa, show me her leg. Right there on her right thigh is the mark. I think I know what the article means by erasing memories. I've been super forgetful lately. I'm even blanking my friends' names. That's never happened to me before. Do you think this scar is doing it? The article is obviously bogus. The young boy scoffs. Even kids know better to believe in ghosts or curses these days. And a high schooler fell for it. You must feel embarrassed about that. But Tsusaka, weren't you hanging around out in front of the mansion's gate? Feel us up. Your scar scares you. Tsusaka? I'm not saying that right. Seems to have no retort to that. He silently sulks. Looks like a bullseye. It's clear they're both mark bearers. I better bring them over to meet Mary. You know, like, seeing two identical scars pretty much prove that there's something there. Mo shrieks excitedly when she gets close. Oh my god, it's so cute. It's a doll, yeah? I've never seen one this big before. The craftsmanship is so detailed. It's almost like it's alive. They're both admiring her when... Welcome to Kujo Mansion. What? It spoke? Without the two new visitors join their number, they enter this monstrous world that hovers on the precipice of death. Eri tells Mo and Tsuka about the mark when they regain their composure. All about the steady memory loss, all their imminent death. It sounds like a ridiculous story, but gains validity coming from someone like her. Both of their faces pale. Now, if you came specifically here because you believe Lady Saya's article, you must have already experienced the pain of losing your memories. Mo admitted as much earlier, but I can see Tsuka's face darken, so it must be happening to him too. Put the binoculars down. Hey Mo, I have to confirm something. Where were you when you got the mark? My amnesia seems to be worse than theirs. They might remember something. I'm not positive, but I think my mark might be a curse from Hanahiko. Hanahiko? His name is familiar to me. He is the ghost that resident children of this town whisper about correctly. Master is interested in him. So Sayukuja was curious too. Could be connected to the mark somehow. I'd like to hear more about this ghost. As you wish, Lord Cleaning. Then I shall tell you the rumors of Hanahiko. Ooh. Chapter 1. A little bit of story time. Oh, did you hear about that ghost boy all the schools in H City are talking about? Sounds like Haniko is back. I heard that he can appear if you peek in the school mirror at night. He'll ask you something. Am I pretty? If you tell him no, you'll be fine, but if you say yes... Give me that red stuff then. Sunny D, red stuff. And then he just disappears. But that's not all. Hanako hates adults, you know. I hear that if a person asks if is an adult, they'll die. Not just like drop dead. Their blood is drained from them. And next to the corpse, flowers. A single rose. A rose dripping with blood. The end. Rumors can be easily manipulated, passing from one person to another. Assumptions and errors can mix in. They also hold a hint of truth. Miss Mo, do you know anything else? ... I think I probably got my mark when I was investigating Haniko at H Elementary School. This has got to be some sort of clue. I should ask her more about it. When did you notice the mark? I noticed it later in the bath. A strange scar was suddenly on my thigh. It really surprised me. I realized immediately that it had to be what Professor Kujo wrote about. What should I ask? Where are we at the elementary school? My big dream is to write about the occult, so I'd love to see a ghost. I found this article in a magazine mentioning Hanako was seen there. I figured that place would be easier to sneak into than a regular school, since it's been closed down. What should I ask next? So, I say this a lot, and it's not like a bad thing, but if you're not going to make the choices matter, don't bother giving me the choices. So I have to ask all three questions, just write it in an order that makes sense, because it doesn't, I can't say, no, I don't need to know. Like, I have to ask them all. Like, why? It's fine. I don't think so, but I can't really say for sure. I went to the mirror, but a shiver suddenly ran down my spine. I got spooked and left. I think I have a handle on what happened. No way to know for sure about the ghost, but there's no denying she had the mark after returning home from H Elementary. Then maybe Sue's Casa glances down his left hand. It might be from Hanako too. I noticed it after I got home from T Elementary. That ghost was seen a lot of the schools in H City, right? Maybe he remembered something. I better ask him some questions too. I go to school there, T Elementary. You probably heard of this since it's top-ranked elementary in H City. What should I ask next? When was that? Around sunset? I was heading home until I realized I forgot something and turned back. What should I ask next? Did you see Hanaka? No, and I didn't get chills or anything either. Oh, but I think I passed a mirror. I went to the bathroom before going home. I don't think he knows anymore. Their stories are pretty similar to the Hanahiko rumors. Can't be just a coincidence. You must investigate the places where the Hanahiko appeared, for their sake as well as yours. Oh, that's all well and good, but what exactly am I investigating? Death and life coexist. If the mark originated there, then a way to erase it should be there also. You must find it. Find the key you need to break the mark's curse. That is the only way to escape. And all of a sudden, a huge burden was dropped on my shoulders. It seems that Hanahiko appeared at the two schools. Where will you investigate? H Elementary. Yeah, that's probably wise. They'd arrest you on the spot if you try to sneak into a regular school. A middle-aged man who can't recall his name, let alone address or job title? I'd have no excuses if I got caught. Want to get going then? Let's do this. Wait, you're coming too? Of course. I haven't given up on seeing Hanahiko yet. She grins at me. Is she really strong, or is this blind optimism? I'm going too, says the boy. Hey, not you two. Seriously? What do you want? What do you want? You're such a baby. My life's on the line here. I don't want the reason I died because you messed something up. That's pretty bold. Good thing you're cute. But to bring kids along with me is... I understand your hesitation, but the mark does not discriminate, stealing lives of children and adults. If they wish to fight for their fate, you should honor them. I suppose human logic doesn't fly when dealing with supernatural. We'll need to prepare ourselves for the worst if we're going to survive. Please take only one mark bearer with you, however. A large group would increase the odds of you being detected by spirits. I also should not waste time dawdling with others on the way. It is possibly unnecessary contact that may hasten the effect of the mark. Only engage when absolutely necessary. Keep contact with others to a minimum. Have a safe trip. Alright, are we in it? Are we in the game mode now? Select a partner. Select a mark bearer. Partner menu. Oh yeah, hey mister. Don't you think it'd be a good idea to take notes on what Mary told us? Your memory's getting worse all the time. You don't want to forget anything. I don't know when I'll lose memory again. I'll write down all the information I get and keep it in my file. Something in it might just save our lives at some point. New information was added to the spirit file. Numerous other. Spirit file. Saving and loading. Oh, look at this. Oh. Whoa. Whoa. Oh, we got 10 power, 10 listen, 9 spirit power, 11 dexterity. That's my spirit file. My mark bearer files. I've got a letter opener which stab with knife. I have a weapon? Bah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. First we have to get to H Elementary. Mary says we're free to use the car in the garage. Vroom, vroom, vroom. The garage is detached from the mansion. The vintage model van and bicycle only elegant, accent the elegant interior. Thank God for careless people. The car key is left on the table. Time to go. Hey. According to Mary, you lost a bunch of your memories, right? Is it really okay for you to drive? Looks at me suspiciously. Don't worry, it'll be fine, I think. It'll all come back when I take the wheel. Part of that is to convince myself. But aren't you missing your license? If a cop finds us, we'll have more to worry about than Hanahiko. She's right about that. But our lives are on the line, so we don't have much of a choice. Once the mark's gone, I'll remember. Then I'll just have them reissue it. Assuming I ever got one. Oh, now I'm even more worried. Just drive safe, okay? Are you yawning? I guess we can drive. You know, I picked the face with a beard, and this face in the mirror does not have a beard. Human bodies are remarkable. Back at the garage, I wasn't sure if I was able to drive or not, but the second my hands touched the wheel, I wasn't worried anymore. Muscles reacted quicker than I expected, and it's now easy to guide this monster down the road. But now, thoughts of what I can no longer do start to filter into my head. Hey, mister! Mo pipes up hesitantly. They probably let this silence go on too long. She doesn't seem as cheerful as she was a little while ago. What's it like to lose your memories? ... That's a hard question to answer. Oh. 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 What do you mean? Like, do they go all at once or a few pieces at a time? What if you're only left with sad memories? I hate that. I don't think it works like that, but I have no idea if it's getting worse or better. I don't know what I was like to begin with, so there's nothing to compare to. That's it, so rather the memories of vanishing. It's like everything's been painted white. That's what it feels like. Oh. You sure are mature, mister. You take everything so calmly. Well, I think I'm going to wrap up here before my child gets into any trouble. So far, I've been pretty interested in this game. I think it's got a decent story, some weird mechanics, but overall pretty good. Cheers.